Hiya. I think it's interesting. Steve Gaskell here, the challenge coach, and today I just want to share a personal story. So last night our power went out, and for no apparent reason we checked all the stuff that you would imagine checking within your home, the fuse board, no appliances that are tripped. You get the idea. And the bottom line was that the power went out. So we were about, I guess, 15 minutes so into the power outage, and then it was a case of, right, let's give the emergency number a call. Now, one of the things that I often come across in business and in my travels as a performance business coach is the reality that there are less and less occasions where you really do exceed expectation in business. And Western Power Distribution, I've got to give them massive credit for the way in which they've dealt with this. And you might hear in the background there's a generator going, and that's because we are currently on a generator in order to maintain the power for us. So we made a call. Within an hour, the engineer had arrived and assessed the situation, gone to the subunit, had a look at our fuse box to determine whether or not there was a problem there, and he was very quickly able to determine that there wasn't. It was then the question of, we didn't have any power, so what do you want to do? Well, we were about to go to bed, so it made little odds. So he said, would it be useful to get a generator here? And that was quite surprising in its own right. So I said, yeah, but we probably wouldn't need it until 8 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, the generator arrives. Within 15 to 20 minutes, the two engineers had hooked us up, and that's how it's going at the moment. Within a few hours after that, the full team arrives to determine what the problem is. Very quickly established that there was a corrosion in a line, and it was an old line. And I went out and had a chat with them, and to find that there's a big hole been dug without really minimal to any disruption or noise or anything of that nature. It's just done. And we hear that by 5 o'clock all was going to be completed and finished. And I think the whole way through that, in terms of expectation, and let's be brutally honest on this one, the energy companies probably don't get the best reputation in terms of customer service. And I just have to take my hat off to the company. They have done an absolutely sterling job. It is really far exceeded any of our expectations, and with no disruption to our lives. We have been able to conduct business as normal today. The generator hooked up seamlessly. And the guys they're out there at the moment, completing the job to get us back onto the main line. So I suppose when you look at that in context for you and your business, what do you do? What are the challenges that you face, and how do you go about delivering your service? But then how do you deliver your service at such a level that it really does impact on expectation? It blows people away. I often talk about something called IFOTUS, and it's in full, on time, as specified. And I've got to say, Western Power Distribution have done that and some in terms of how they've actually dealt with and helped us through this. And it is in many respects a minor problem, but it's so seamless in from one engineer to the next engineer, to a generator arriving, to the team turning up, to having the problem resolved and fixed. Their delivery and their service is exceptional. And in an industry where I think today they struggle, there's some fantastic lessons to be learned for us all in business. So I just wanted to share that. And interestingly, I'm going to go onto their social media platforms, and I am going to share this video, because I think it's only right that they get the accolade for the service they provided. So from a performance business coach, someone who tries to help other businesses to achieve this, I just want to congratulate the company on an absolutely sterling job. Well done. And I hope that this, for many of you out there, offers maybe some insight and lessons And do, again, feel free to share this video or indeed comment on where you exceed expectation in your business. Until then, thanks very much. My name's Steve Gaskell. Bye-bye.